Hi y'all. No, this is not a ball. This is a purple cabbage. This is one of my new favorite vegetables. I've done so many things with this. Today we're going to be making a soup using purple cabbage and potato and a little onion. That's really all it needs. We're going to put some chicken stock in it just to kick it up a little bit, but even if you don't have chicken stock on hand, you can just use water. That's how awesome this vegetable is. It's so packed with flavor and color because it's going to make our soup purple. All right, so first things first, we just washed this up. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to get slicing. We're going to put it through the food processor behind me, and then we're going to put it all together in a pot and cook it down. Right, so what I want to show you is about this cabbage. You can see where it was connected to the stalk, and we don't want to use that part. So let's try and just make our cabbage a little bit more flat. Look how pretty it is though. And now we're going to be able to work with it just a little bit easier. Flat is your... And we'll drop our pieces in. Set this up, and now let's hit slice again. See how that safety works? When I pull it out, it stops. All right, so now let's look and see what we've got. Now we've got big slices. See that? The pieces are more like slices instead of those little tiny shreds. So that's kind of cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of this cabbage into a pot of stock, and we're going to cook it down. But first, we're going to brown up a little bit of onion, a little bit of the potato, and just kind of give it a sauteing effect to get this soup right where we want it. So you can process down your onion right along with the leftover bits of cabbage, not going to hurt anything. Or you could slice it if you're going to be doing the slice method, that's fine. The other thing I did was I washed and peeled a potato. So we can either do the same thing, put the potato through the processor, or we can slice it up here. It's entirely up to you. If you don't have a food processor yet, you can still make this soup. You can make it and it comes out just as good. All right, let's add a couple of tablespoons of butter to a stock pot on a medium heat. And then we'll go ahead and saute up some of our veggies. Once that butter is melted, let's go ahead and get our onions in and our potatoes. We're just going to give those a little saute. Need be, you could add a little olive oil just to keep them from sticking. Or you could always use a little more butter. But I like to cook them just a little bit because I think it gives it just a little bit more flavor by bringing them together in a saute pan first. Now remember all that purple cabbage? Look, we can dump that right in. Beautiful. Let's get that in there, saute that around. We're just going to let this cook down, and then we're going to add in, you could do water at this point, or you can do a vegetable stock, or you could do chicken stock. It's up to you. As you can see, I've got that frozen vegetable stock just sitting right on the top. We're just going to put the cover on, let that liquid kind of melt. This is where we are, about 20 minutes in. And what you want to do is test your potatoes. And they're not quite done yet, so we're going to let this continue to simmer. I want to make sure that I have enough liquid in it to cover it. So if need be, you could add a little more stock or a little water to this. We've added just a little bit more stock to this now. As you can see, there's plenty of liquid in there. We're going to put the cover back on and let this do its thing. We'll be ready to blend it all up shortly. All right, we've tested our potatoes and they seem like they're cooked all the way through. Our next step in the process is to hit this with our immersion blender. So let's go ahead and just give this a little blend down.